from the Yorkshire Evening Post. Monopoly Leeds board game takes over the city centre with a family-friendly, immersive experience. An infamous board game is set to take over the city centre, paying homage to the place which has become synonymous with it. Now, I'm going to read through this article from the Yorkshire Evening Post. I will link it in the description if you want to go check it out. But then I will discuss what I think about it afterwards. Monopoly Leeds Takeover, brought to the city by Leeds Bid, and under licence from Hasbro, is a first of its kind city-wide version of the iconic board game. Now, I really want to discuss that bit, but I will go back to that. This free, family-friendly, immersive experience brings the best-selling property trading game to life, using key locations and landmarks as the board and giant tokens, clues and puzzles around every corner. Leeds was home to Waddington's, Britain's leading manufacturer of board games and playing cards, which produced the UK version of Monopoly in the 1930s and was responsible for the now famous London properties in the game. Waddington Games was sold to Hasbro in 1994, and Monopoly is now enjoyed by more than 1 billion players in 114 countries across the globe. So from July 27th to September the 1st, the people of Leeds can roll the dice, get out of jail free and pass go, with key sections of the city coded into zones, each with a series of visual, mathematical and word puzzles to solve in a bid to buy back the city. Andrew Cooper, Chief Executive of Leeds Bid, said, "In our 10th year we are delighted to bring a world first to Leeds which reflects the heritage of our place." Working in association with global toy and game company Hasbro, Monopoly is a place-making board game, and this summer we'll bring it to life in a citywide scale as a free event for all to enjoy. With his home in Leeds, Waddington's was instrumental in bringing the London streets to many homes. We look forward to families seeing Leeds own Old Kent Road, Pall Mall and Mayfair. With only 100 days till the Monopoly Leeds takeover, April sees the start of months of Monopoly-themed activities in the city. This was actually from April, so it's now May. So I have been in Leeds, I've not seen anything, but I think I will go and film this, and we'll go check it out in the future when it's happening. This week, the excitement builds with the opening of a special permanent display in Leeds City Museum. That's why I've not seen it. Focusing on the story of Waddington's with a particular emphasis on Monopoly. Now, I have been to the West Yorkshire archives and filmed some of the Waddington stuff, and I was meant to have an interview with the archivist, but she didn't want to be on camera, so I thought what was the point of having an interview, so I just left it at that. But it could be possible to revisit that in the future. There are a number of special exhibits to see, including in the original 1935 edition of the Monopoly, a 1940s wartime set used to help prisoners of war escape, a 1960s deluxe set with silver and gold cast tokens, and with the 1990s Monopoly Leeds limited editions. There is also the inclusion of some of the Waddington's other iconic games such as Cluedo and Scoop, as well as an assortment of Monopoly merchandise from the 80s and 90s. Many of the items have been donated by the Watson family, who had a 3-generation connection with the company spanning 80 years, with members of the family involved in running the company. Councillor Jonathan Pryor, Leeds City Centre Deputy Leader and Executive Member for Economy, Culture and Education, said, "Being the source of some of the world's most popular board games is a fascinating chapter in the city's story, and one of the many things that makes Leeds such a unique and historic place. Our museum's collection includes some of the incredible examples of games from around the world, and bringing that story to life this summer will be the perfect chance to celebrate the city's proud place in board game history, while enjoying a programme of fantastic fun events." Meanwhile, the Leeds Civic Trust is set to mark the heritage of Waddington's and Monopoly's connection to the city with one of these famous blue plaques, which is good to hear. The Trust's blue plaque marked the heritage of the legacy of the city, commemorating its people, events and buildings. Each plaque tells a story of which shapes the history of Leeds. The plaque is to be placed at Leighton Grange in Horsforth, where Norman and Victor Watson, the then managing director and later chairman of John Waddington's Limited, resided between 1941 and 1969. He was the first person to play Monopoly in the United Kingdom before it was launched with London landmarks in 1936 by Waddington's. The plaque will be unveiled in September as part of the Heritage Open Days Festival, which will include a range of events highlighting the Waddington's heritage in Leeds. In the meantime, the plaque will be in public display in the museum alongside other Waddingtons and Monopoly exhibits. Leeds Civic Trust Director Martin Hamilton said that Waddingtons is a brand with national recognition and Monopoly is a game with a global reach. The fact that they both have such strong associations with Leeds is something that deserves to be celebrated. It is amazing to think that the first game of Monopoly was played in Horsforth, Leeds. Waddington's and Monopoly Story displays will be at Leeds City Museum from Thursday 18th of April. Its opening hours are from... and it's something I would definitely visit. So my views on this, on the outside, it does sound very, very exciting and something that I will definitely visit. I mean, Leeds is probably one of the only cities that it can happen in. I mean, can you imagine it in Manchester or anywhere like that? It's not going to happen, is it? I'm not 100% sure how well it will go. Hopefully it will go well. I don't know. I do hope it does well. And I say I will be filming it. I will look at it, and we will follow this story. I mean, I don't know how it's going to work. I will try and find out for you, and I'll report back and again do more videos on this. With all the building work, all the roadworks, I don't know if it's going to. Hopefully by July 27th, it'll be more clear in the Leeds Centre. I don't think it will be, because building work has been ongoing for years in Leeds and it's never going to stop. Student high-rises, student flats are getting built in the city centre, which I don't disagree. It's difficult. It's a difficult situation. I think city centres should be for shops and not residential areas. But we do need more housing. Most city centres are a shadow of the former self, but Leeds isn't. Leeds is bucking the trend, I think. I mean, we've had a look around, and you know, it's always busy. And I don't believe it should be kept as a shopping area, as a retail area. Hopefully, this will bring people into the city, more people into the city. It's a really good idea. I hope it goes off well. There's no incidents. There's no people nicking things. You know what I mean? Again, I don't know how it's going to work, but we will find out. The only other issue I have is it's Monopoly and it's bloody boring and can go on for hours. So hopefully they will have speeded that up. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to find out. So I hope you will join me on this journey and we will revisit this every so often. So get in your comments below, tell me what you think about this. Here we are, Leeds City Museum. Have a look at the Monopoly event, find out a bit more information about it. I went down to the Leeds City Museum and discussed with the staff down there what was happening. They didn't really know, so we're going to follow this up. This is just a video to show you the display down there, so please check it out. It's very interesting. There's some things that I am going to investigate, especially the original Brer Rabbit game that Monopoly seems to be derived from. So please enjoy this video, and there will be more upcoming videos on this Monopoly takeover. So yeah, the Monopoly takeover from Leeds is happening 27th July apparently. Here we go. Monopoly facts. Monopoly was developed in 1933. Was introduced in the UK in 1936 in Leeds, obviously. Horsforth was the first place to ever play Monopoly in the UK, and the factory was on Wakefield Road, Hunslet. So I could try and find out where that is. I know where it is. It's probably not there anymore. Number 3, taxi ride was taken around London. Choose the place names. Interesting, I didn't know that. Monopoly's played far and wide, we know that. Escape gadgetry was hidden in Monopoly sets during World War II, which is quite interesting. It's Special Monopoly sets are manufactured by Waddington's during World War II helped POWs with silk and linen escape maps, compasses, metal files inside the boards, real currency replaced Monopoly money, and tokens made of gold and silver to be used for exchange purposes of bribery. Monopoly went out of this world. Long space missions, it'd have to be a bloody long space mission, wouldn't it? Crowning Monopoly champions. And Leeds has its own Monopoly edition, which I don't have, which I would like to get. It's quite expensive now, actually. So, this audio, yeah, that's a shame. I could have put it up to the microphone. So we've got Cluedo. There's where Waddington's was. So, looking at it, I think I know where it was. I know that road. So, yeah. Not that I'm going to go there because I don't think there's anything there, but Totopoly Ulcers. Oh, the British Championship, which is pretty cool. Lots of different. I'm Monopoly mad. Oh, the Monopoly watch there. That is probably the very first Monopoly. Those. And there's no anything that tells you. And there's the Yorkshire edition, not the Leeds edition. Scoop. There's a Leeds Monopoly 500 limited edition, which is probably worth a bit of money. Tea towel. Look at that. That is a very unusual version. Very unusual. I wish there was. Oh, hang on, just say so. La Paz. There is the blue plaque that is going up in Norman Watson's house. First person to play Monopoly in the UK before it launched in London landmarks in 1936. So let's see if we can focus in on this. Trade card for Waddington's, aerial photograph of Wadding Factory on Wakefield Road, XL playing cards, Lexicon playing cards, Brett. I want to know what that is. Number 6. Brer Fox and Brer Rabbit, made by the Newbie Games Company, Dumfries, about 1915. It's a version of the Landlord's game, patented by Elizabeth Mackey in 1904, which was a forerunner for Monopoly, so that is a forerunner. Ooh, that's interesting. See, learned something already. The wartime version of Monopoly in 1940, which is number 8, which is the first one. The first one. Yeah. And La Paz copyright infringement of Monopoly made in. It's a knockoff. But La Paz is a knockoff. Monopoly Deluxe 1961, which is number 10, which is that one there, which is quite interesting. I thought that looked a lot older than that. Leeds Monopoly Limited about 1990. Victor Watson Jr. appears on the face in jail. Monopoly Yorkshire Edition, Totopoly, Scoop, Cluedo and Ulcers, all made by Waddington's. So yeah, how interesting is that? That one's got a banker's tray. Yeah, so I'm really interested in that. I need to know more about that. Very interesting. So that predates Monopoly. There we go. If you want to join in the Leeds takeover,